checks how well one understands a text. So when your parent or your teacher says, today we're going to be doing reading comprehension, they mean reading. Reading means like reading words, and then comprehension means to understand. So reading comprehension is checking how much one understands reading. Our topic today is making an inference. An inference is a guess reached on the basis of evidence and reasoning. Evidence is like proof. So if it's raining outside, the proof is that water is falling from the sky. If I did not see water fall from the sky, I could look on the ground and see if the ground is wet. I reason that it rains. So if you look at the picture here, you have kids with a card on their head, and the other kids have to guess what the word is. So the girl with the word banana on her head is given clues by the other two students. So she has to reason about what the kids are saying to determine that the word on her forehead is banana. That is making an inference. Inference words and phrases. A word is a single word, and then a phrase is a group of words. So an inference word is how. Some inference phrases are, what do you think? Why do you think? Who could? What might? Let's look at some pictures and make some inferences. How old do you think he is? I think he is 4 years old, based on his appearance. What do you think he's listening to? I think he's listening to something he really likes, maybe music. How do you think he feels? Well, he's smiling, like evidence, so I think he feels happy. What song might he be listening to? He might be listening to a nursery rhyme, because I know that kids like nursery rhymes. Whose toy might this be? This might be a young child's toy. I think this because many young children like teddy bears. What might have happened? I think the child lost their teddy bear. How do you think the owner feels? I think the owner feels sad, because if I lost a teddy bear and I was a kid, I would feel sad. What might happen next? I think the child might go back and try to find the teddy bear. Okay, I'm gonna do one more and then you're gonna practice. How old do you think she is? I think she's about 6 years old. What is she celebrating? Probably a holiday. I see lights in the background, evidence. So I'm going to reason that it's Christmas. What do you think she hopes is in the present? Well, she's wearing a blue sweater, a blue ribbon. So I am going to say she hopes that it's something blue. What time of year is it? Well, because I see she's wearing a sweater, it's probably cold or cool outside. And I see the Christmas lights, it's probably December, the winter. All right, you try this one. How old do you think he is? If you said between 11 and 14, you're right. What do you think he's doing? If you said taking a picture, you are correct. What do you think he is taking a photo of? Well, he could be taking a photo of anything. So he could, let's just say he's taking a picture of a person. What might happen next? Many things could happen next. So let's just say that he'll take another picture. Okay, you try this one. Who could this be? If you said it's a boy, you are correct. Why do you think he's sad? Where do you think he is? What might have happened before now? What might happen next? Okay, now we're going to make some inferences with pictures, non-photographs. So what we just looked at were photographs. Look at the picture. What will happen next? Well, I see a woman getting on a bus. So I'm guessing that she's gonna get a seat and then sit down. Probably not this one to the right because the bus is taking off and she was right in front of the bus. What will happen next? So it looks like a boy is eating an apple. So after he eats the apple, he's going to throw the apple in the garbage. So the picture on the left couldn't happen because he's eating an apple. What will happen next? Well, the boy's ice cream dropped on the floor. So dropped. And then the picture on the left, the ice cream is now on the floor. So it wouldn't just all of a sudden get on the cone again. So I'm going to say the picture on the left. What will happen next? You try. The left or the right picture? If you said the left picture, you're right, because the girls are looking at the snow. Then they go out and they play in the snow. What will happen next? You try. The left or the right? If you said the left, you're right, because the girl is cutting the grass and now the grass is evenly cut. What you see on the right, the grass wouldn't just start growing that fast again. What will happen next? The left or the right? If you said the left, you're right, because in the first picture, they have on 3 balls of snow, then they have the nose for the snowman, so they wouldn't take off the nose and the top and the head, so it's going to be the left. Now let's go on to a new activity. In this activity, we're going to look for the picture that matches the feeling. How do the children feel? Well, based on the look on their faces, their eyebrows are tilted, and their mouths are frowning, I'm going to say they're afraid. How does the family feel? Well, it looks like they're saying goodbye, a man and his son. So there's a tear going down their face, so they're feeling sad. How do the children feel? You try now. Look at their face and what they're doing. If you said the right choice, happy, you're correct. They're happy because they're smiling, they're playing in the snow. Oh, choose my answer.
How does the man feel?
How does the man feel? The right or the left? If you said the left, you're correct.
Afraid. Sad. How do the girls feel? Mad. Happy.
Well, they're smiling, they're drawing, their feet are up. So I'm going to say that they are happy.
How do the children feel? Surprised. Happy.
Well, they're sitting down, looks like with an adult, could be their teacher. They're sitting straight up mostly. They're being attentive. So I'm going to say the right one. How does the dog feel?
Excited. Afraid.
What do you think? If you said excited, you're correct. Let's do one more.
How do the children feel? Afraid. Surprised.
If you said afraid, you're correct. There's cobwebs there. It's dark outside. It looks spooky, so they're afraid. So we're going to try another activity. And in this activity, we're going to be reading the text. And the stories are fantasies. A fantasy is a story that is based on something that could not happen. So, for example, you have animals that can talk, monsters that can talk, you have monsters, period. So let's read this story and then try to figure out what the reading comprehension question wants us to do. So this is called Greg the Goat. Greg the goat loves to eat. He ate grass. He ate hay. He ate bark. He ate old apples. Greg always had a smile because he was always eating something good. There were some things that Greg did not like to eat. He did not like fish, but that was fine. There were other good things to eat all around. Why is Greg smiling?
He gets to play in the hay. He loves to eat fish. He is always eating something good.
So let's see, I'm looking at the picture. It looks like he's maybe eating hay. So it can't be he loves to eat fish. So I'm going to say it's the last one. He is always eating something good. All right. This says Greg was friends with Max the cat. Greg and Max liked to jump and play in the grass. Soon it was Max's birthday. Greg wanted to make Max smile. So Greg gave Max an old apple. Happy birthday, said Greg, but Max did not like the apple. What does Max think about the old apple? He wants to play with the old apple. He does not like the old apple. He is happy to eat the old apple. Well, it says here in the story, Max did not like the old apple. So I'm going to pick that as my choice. Greg talked to Bean the dog. I love old apples. Why didn't Max like it? Asked Greg. You like some things because you are a goat, said Bean. Max is a cat, so he likes other things. Greg stopped thinking about what made him happy. Now he thought about what might make Max happy. What does Greg learn from being the dog? You try.
Always say thank you when you get a gift. Friends might like different things. A true friend likes the same things as you.
Okay, what do you think the answer is? If you said friends might like different things, you're right, because Max did not like old apples. Let's do one more. Greg got Max something else. Greg gave Max a can of fish. I don't like fish, but you do. It's your birthday, said Greg. Max gave Greg a big smile. I love fish. This makes me so happy. Happy birthday, said Greg. Then he went to find another old apple. How are Greg and Max different?
Greg does not like old apples, but Max does. Greg does not like fish, but Max does. Greg does not like birthdays, but Max does.
Okay, you decide. If you picked Greg does not like fish, but Max does, you are correct. Because it says here, I don't like fish, but you do. It's your birthday, said Greg. That's how I know.